welcome or welcome back to my channel. We're gonna start off the new year by doing resets every month, or maybe every other month, I don't know yet. But either way, I really want to bring back the monthly resets this year, so that's exactly what we're doing today. We're going to go ahead and do a February reset. I didn't do a January one, so I figured we would just go ahead and do a February one, and I'll go over what my monthly goals are, my budget, and what my monthly favorites were for the past 30 days. And hopefully we'll keep up with this month to month. Let me know if you guys want to continue seeing these kind of videos. I think they're fun and interesting, and maybe in the future I'll incorporate like actual like reset, like cleaning, decluttering, all of that stuff. So maybe we'll do that in the future. Let me know what you guys think. Either way, we're going to go ahead and start the series with a February reset. For my monthly goals, I usually break them up into different categories. So I have social media, health, personal, and then finances. I just use the notes app on my phone and do it that way. You can do whatever you want to do. If you want to make an entire like Excel spreadsheet or find a template online, feel free to do so. I just don't have the time or energy to put all of that thought into it. So I just use the notes app on my phone. So first we'll start with monthly social media goals. So these are not like concrete goals, I guess, but it is stuff that I want to do this month. So social media, I want to post weekly on YouTube, mainly for me to keep myself accountable, and also for you guys so that you're getting content every week. I also want to start a TikTok series. I have a couple of ideas, so hopefully we're going to start that soon. And then I want to get back into styling videos and taking outfit pictures and videos. I want to just make more fashion related content on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. And kind of going along with that, I want to make more casual TikTok videos. I made one where it was kind of like what I found at Dollar Tree, and then that one did really well and I had fun making it. It was like super low effort, literally didn't involve my face at all, so it didn't matter what I looked like that day, and stuff like that is just so much easier to film and it creates more content for you guys. So I'm gonna start creating more casual videos, maybe even doing more of my like productive to-do list day vlogs. Also kind of going along with that, I wanna create more videos on YouTube other than vlogs. Like I wanna do these monthly resets. We're also gonna bring back the productive to-do list videos. Those are always so much fun for me to film, and also helps keep me accountable for what I need to get done. And I love watching those kinds of videos, so I'm hoping you guys also enjoy those kind of videos. I wanna make fashion hauls or any kind of like fashion related videos. So those are my social media goals. Moving on to health, I want to take vitamins daily, go for walks outside, and or a hike. So either way, I just want to get outside more now that the weather is getting a little bit warmer and it's more sunny. I also want to drink more water, which I feel like is always a goal, but I've been like extra bad about drinking water recently, and I think it's starting to actually take a toll on my body. So we're gonna drink more water. I really want to try out doing yoga or maybe like a Pilates video at home. I know YouTube has a bunch of like free options, and there's tons of apps out there anyway. Next is kind of what like has got to get done, and I figured if I just put it on here, it would keep me maybe more accountable to do it. I really want to make a dermatology appointment. I want to get my skin in check because it's like driving me nuts, and I also need to get labs drawn. We're gonna hopefully do that this month. And then lastly, for health, I do not want to work past 5 p.m. That's been a huge goal that I've set for myself for 2024 as a whole. I feel like in 2023, I focused a lot on my work life, I guess you would say. Like I just spent way too much time focusing on work when I did not need to be focusing on work. I guess like cutting into like my personal time, I was always worrying about work or thinking about it. So I want to stop working past 5 p.m. because there were several nights where I was there until like 6:30 or 7 o'clock, and it's just not good for my overall like mental health. We are going to create a healthy boundary of not working past 5 p.m. For personal goals, I want to keep my room neat and clean, and do like a weekly reset for my room, which would be like a weekly deep clean, wiping down surfaces, dusting, all that fun stuff. I also want to keep getting my nails done every like 2 to 3 weeks. That's been a great self-care activity for me to do, and I definitely want to keep up with that because it makes me feel so much better about myself when I actually have my nails done. So we're gonna keep up with that. I want to create a solid skincare routine for the morning and for the night. Usually in the morning, I don't even like wash my face or anything. So I definitely want to start doing that in the morning, and then at night, I want to create a better skincare routine. I want to buy more fresh foods. Also, I really want to try a new recipe, but also more new recipes in general. I'm really looking into like a vegetarian style or plant-based style cookbook because I cannot find anything that piques my interest really online. A formal hard book copy, physical, old school style cookbook. So if you have any recommendations, let me know in the comments because I am on the hunt for a good plant-based cookbook. Kind of going along with that, I want to start planning out my meals for the week. So we would do like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I feel like that would also help with like the grocery shopping and not buying excessive amounts of food that we don't eat. But it's just so difficult day to day, like what I feel like eating because of the medication. It just like changes so often, but I really do want to try and create like a weekly menu. I want to stay more organized and declutter more frequently. Definitely need to work on organization for sure. Next, I want to get my weekly assignments completed for school. That's like an absolute necessity, so I figured it would be a good goal to have anyway. And then I really want to try to stay ahead of assignments. Last week, I struggled a little bit and did 2 papers last minute, and it was just really taxing on my mental health. So I want to try and stay ahead of my assignments. Some nights I'm gonna have to do schoolwork right after work, which is so difficult, but we're just gonna have to push through. My last category is finances. So I wanna put $100 towards savings every paycheck. I really wanna build a savings account. Next one is to do the minimum payments towards credit cards. I was in this vicious cycle of paying a lot towards my credit cards and then having no money left in my debit account. I would put everything in my credit card, and it was just a cycle going over and over again each month. So we are not going to overly spend money towards the credit cards and then have no money in my checking account, so then I have to spend more on my credit cards. Like, we're just not gonna do that anymore. So we're going to do minimum payments towards my credit cards, and if I happen to have additional funds in my checking account that can go towards credit card bills, then obviously we're gonna do that. We're not gonna like go crazy like we have been doing and get into that cycle because it just doesn't make any sense. Kind of going along with that, I really want to prioritize using travel credit cards. A big thing for me this year is I want to travel more, whether it is like going to a new city that's locally, going across the country to somewhere I've never been, or even just like visiting family within the country or going out of the country. Either way, I just really want to travel more and get outside of my comfort zone because I have had no traveling since before COVID. And I really missed traveling and how much fun it is and exploring. Lastly, for finances, obviously this is a necessity, so I figured I would put it. I want to do my monthly car payment, which I actually think I already did that. I think I might have done that yesterday, to be honest, but I'll have to make sure. I'll have to look and see. But either way, I want to do my monthly car payment. So those are all of my goals for the month of February. Hopefully we will be successful in most of them, if not all of them, but I really want to like keep the pressure off of myself, and if it gets done, it gets done. If it doesn't, it's okay. Next, let's go over my budget guide for the month of February. So if you guys have watched my recent videos in the past, I went pretty in depth with like my budget guide. We're not gonna do that this year because there are just so many like random expenses that just like it just doesn't make any sense. So I'm just gonna do like estimates. So take all of this with like a grain of salt. These are typically payments that I have to do monthly, so I did track them on here. There's always gonna be like random stuff that comes up that you have to pay for. Yeah, this is a very loose budget guide, I guess you could say. And it's not on a spreadsheet or anything, it's just very simple. Monthly income, I typically get paid $1,300 per paycheck. Sometimes it's a little bit more, sometimes it's a little less. It really just depends on my hours. So we're looking at around $2,600 a month. Love that for me. Super realistic, guys. Like, this is so, like, this is what it's like being post-grad and having a job that does not pay that great and having so many expenses. So yeah, monthly income is $2,600. Car payment is $369 a month. Car insurance doesn't really apply because I pay that every 6 months, so we don't have to worry about that at the moment. Rent/utilities, I always pay my mom $300 a month. Sometimes it's more than that. Pet food, they've been eating a lot recently, especially wet food. So guys, typically for pet food, mainly it's the cats that I have to worry about. So their food is like $60 per dry food bag. We're just gonna say it's $60 for their wet food too, because I honestly can't remember off the top of my head how much it costs. So we're just gonna allot $180 towards pet food a month, which is a little bit crazy, but obviously if I don't have to allot that much money towards it, I'll put the money elsewhere, but I would rather have this money allotted specifically for their food than not have it at all. So we're going with $180 a month for the cat food. Litter, we're going with $40 a month. Pet insurance is $60 a month, so it's $20 per cat. Groceries, I want to allot about like $400, so that would be about $100 a week. Sometimes it's a little bit more. Gas will allot $100. Typically, I don't spend that much money on gas month to month because I don't really go anywhere besides like work and home. Health and dental insurance, I want to say it went up a little bit, but we're just going to keep on this track because I can't remember what the exact total is right now. So for health and dental insurance, we're allotting around $150 a month, which is around like $76, $77 per pay period. which was bi-weekly. Other than that, I don't have any medications that I buy monthly. I usually buy them in 90-day increments, so we don't have to buy them as far as I know for this month. And then, like I said earlier, I want to put $100 in savings per pay period, which is bi-weekly, so that would be $200. And lastly, I want to make the minimum payments on all of my credit card bills. So I have 4 credit cards right now. Actually 2 of them are not in use at the moment. So right now we're just working on like 2 of them, but I did just put 4 credit cards in here, and the monthly payments vary. So either way, I just want to make the minimum payments on all of my credit cards. That is a brief overview of my budget guide. It's nothing crazy or in depth. I just want something simple that I can look back at and not get like overwhelmed or stressed out about. And this is perfect for that. So if you're also like me and get really stressed out about finances and it just gives me so much anxiety, this is what we have to do in these kind of cases. So that's my little budget guide. Lastly, we'll go over monthly favorites. So these will be my favorites from the past 30 days. So we will do all of January. And I figured the way that I want to set this up is just having 5 monthly favorites. It doesn't matter what it is, what category. I'm going to try and do like different kinds of favorites, but we're just going to do 5 so it doesn't get too excessive. First monthly favorite is a travel backpack that I got from Amazon. I'll insert pictures of all the items. This is a travel backpack that works as like a carry-on suitcase, and it fits under the seat so you don't have to pay for it. And it was perfect. I flew to Florida to visit family and it was phenomenal. Held the perfect amount of items, fit under the seat well, wasn't too heavy. It was just great. So that was a monthly favorite. Next is my La Roche-Posay face wash. I love it so much. It's the only thing that clears up my skin whenever I'm having like a freak out or whenever my skin is just like unhappy. I always use the La Roche-Posay face wash daily, and it's the only thing that keeps my skin relatively clear. That's a favorite. And I had some breakouts around like my mouth and like my chin and like randomly near my eyebrows. I don't know what's going on. So that face wash honestly did save my skin. Next up, lip liners and lip glosses. These have been my absolute favorite for the past 30 days. I cannot say enough great things about the NYX lip liners. NYX and Revlon have great lip liners, and then the Revlon, I think it's like Super Lustrous Gloss or something like that, is phenomenal. I just love lip products right now. That's like my main focus, is wearing more lip products. It's so fun. Next favorite is a TV show that I've been obsessed with this month. It's called Married at First Sight. If you guys have seen it, you guys already know, but it's so interesting. They're like these professional like matchmakers per se, and they match couples together. They get married on their first day meeting, and then they have, it's like maybe like 6 to 8 weeks or something to decide if they want to stay married or get divorced, and it's so interesting. So I just find it fascinating. So we've been watching a lot of that because I think they had a new season come out. Last favorite are a pair of sneakers that I bought. They're called the New Balance CT300 V3 Court sneakers. I got them from DSW, and they are the perfect neutral sneaker that I've been looking for because Air Forces are just like not it anymore. So these are like the perfect kind of in between of like Air Forces, and they're kind of similar to like the Adidas Sambas. They're just like the perfect little sneaker. They're not too thick or lightweight, cute. I got a neutral pair, so they pretty much go with everything. Other than that, that's all I have for this reset video. Let me know in the comments if you want me to add anything to my reset videos, and I'd be happy to take your suggestions into account. This is just gonna be like the initial one, so next month we'll obviously have a lot more to chat on since we'll review the goals of February and then set new goals for March. It's crazy. I cannot believe we're already in February. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Like I said, if you guys have any suggestions on what to add to my reset videos, please leave them in the comments below, and I'll be sure to look at them and take your suggestions into account. But other than that, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!